Hey, coaches, and welcome to the Greg King Perfect Play Football YouTube channel. My name is Coach Greg King. I am the founder and lead consultant for the Perfect Play Football system, and I appreciate you taking time to watch my content. Other ways that you can view some content would be through my Patreon channel, patreon.com/perfectplayfootball. Write Substack, which is perfectplayfootball.substack.com. Also have a YouTube or a Facebook page that you can see some things on that as well. I'll put all that information down in the summary below so that if you have interest in it, I would advise you to look at the Patreon channel if nothing else. Also have a shop on Patreon that I sell some booklets that I've written, and then I do videos every day on the Patreon channel, which is usually about a 15-minute on average clinic talk of the day, whatever we're discussing, and explain in great detail the Perfect Play Football system and what it does. So thank you for watching. Also want to give a thank you to my football mentor and friend, Mike Springston, who is the true creator of the modern day spread offensive system. A lot of people want to take credit for it. He is the true inventor of it. And I appreciate his football knowledge and his friendship very much. So let's get into the video itself, a little quick summary. If we're trying to run a trips screen, perimeter screen to the field, but we don't like the way the team lines up against our trips, then what do? Do we just throw all of our trips screens out of our, mark them off our play sheet for the night? No, this is an easy way of doing it. We're going to run a trips formation screen to the field out of a 2x2 formation. This video will give you the answer of how to do that. If you like the trip screens in your offense, which those are awesome to do, that makes defenses chase, but teams know that you like to do it, they may line up certain ways to take those away when you align in a trips formation. So this is a way you can do it from a 2x2 formation. Before we get into the details and watch the video, please bang that bell for those notifications. Give the video a thumbs up, make comments down below, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, and let's get into the video itself. First of all, we got a 2x2 formation. It's kind of a compressed formation. If you want to look at it, we're kind of squeezing down a little bit to the field and to the boundary. And we're going to block for this perimeter screen with our two receivers to the field. And one receiver from the boundary will also sprint across and block to the field. We're also going to release our running back to block to the field. All right, so then the other receiver will be the screen runner, as you see here, from the boundary to the field. So let's let this play out, and we'll talk through it as we go. First of all, look at the running back. The running back is going to release on the play and go directly to block the low hold defender or anyone that shows up in the area. First defender that shows, it's usually going to be the low hold defender to the field, which will be this guy here. All right. The two receivers to the field, the outside receiver will release second and come across the formation. It almost looks, at this point, it kind of looks like a mesh, air raid mesh package type of play. So, but we're not doing that. He's coming across the formation here to block any defender that is chasing your screen runner. Okay, so it happens to be the outside linebacker in this case, or the corner that trails. All right, the outside linebacker here in this defense is a 4-4 middle close defense. He's going to see the shallow cross and chase it. So it could be that this receiver that's blocking whoever's defending the screen runner may block a middle linebacker that picks it up and chases. But in this case, it's the outside linebacker on the screen runner's side that's chasing the screen runner. Okay, so let's talk about the other receiver to the field. He's going to slowly release. He's not going to block the low hole defender because that's the running back. He has the second defender that shows, which will probably be an inside linebacker to the field, which will be this guy right here. And you see that's the guy that he kind of gets in the way of a little bit. The third or fourth perimeter blocker is coming from the boundary side. It's the slot receiver. He gets and runs and releases first. He runs across like it's a shallow route, but he's really coming across to try to cut off the Mike linebacker or any defender that shows up in this area. Now you see that with this defense, they have a corner playing deep, a free safety playing deep. They're not the immediate threat of the screen because they are playing for the deep throws, which they've already been attacked with prior to running this screen. So earlier in the game, they've been attacked by running seams downfield and kind of trying to pick on these corners and the free safety. So now you get these defenders backpedaling, playing deep, and now you're running your perimeter screens and it's a trips screen really, but instead of just two blockers, you're getting four blockers in the area. The running back, the two receivers to the field, and one boundary receiver. All four are coming to the side of the screen and blocking. Now, offensive line-wise, we're going to show hi-hat, and we're going to show a pass drop to get the defenders in the box into their pass rush mode. And you can see how hard they are pass rushing as hard as they can. So we're going to show hi-hat, and we're going to pass pro it. We're not releasing any offensive linemen. They are all staying in. This is a perimeter screen. So this falls into the family of perimeter screens that we use. All right, so the offensive linemen are all pass pro. And now let's look at the quarterback. He takes his 1, 2, 3, like to hesitate a little bit. You see kind of pats his feet. 1, 2, 3, pat your feet, drift, and throw. All right, not in a hurry to throw because remember our receiver that's running the screen is going to briefly delay. It's this receiver here. He delays his release, lets the other receiver go first to get the blockers out in front of him, and then he trails into a shallow. Now the line of scrimmage here is about the 36-yard line. So we want to make sure that when we are running our screen, we want to be and catch it. We want to catch the ball behind the line of scrimmage, which you see this receiver does. He comes down the line. He makes sure he's about 1.5 yards deep when he catches, and then it's just a matter of becoming an athlete. So we have blockers out in front. We have one blocker coming back, picking off anybody chasing him. We have three blockers blocking the low hole area to the perimeter. And then it's a matter of just completing the pass. We're getting our 4 D linemen to rush upfield hard by showing this hi-hat and pass blocking technique. And then we get our athlete into space. So if we don't like the way that we are, that the defense will line up against us, then we can line up in a 2-by-2, slightly compress the formation or squeeze the formation down, and we can easily run a trips screen to the side, to the field, or to what would be the trips. And that's very important to understand. We're getting our receivers, our athletes, the ball in space with blockers in front of them and running our perimeter screens. Now, a lot of times we would like to put run plays in with the perimeter screens and kind of let our quarterback decide whether we're going to throw or hand off. But this is a purely called screen to get the ball in the hands of a great athlete on the perimeter. And once again, especially if you don't like the way they line up against your trips, you're getting the same type of trips screen concepts to the field from a 2-by-2 formation. And that's key for you because that's a totally different alignment by the defense and getting that ready for you. So Coaches, that concludes today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a nice, simple way of creating more opportunity for your athletes in space, getting the ball to them in space, and just letting their athleticism or speed take over. We're getting blockers out in front of them while we're running those perimeter screens. We're getting that good, strong pass rush by the defensive lineman in the box. And we're getting the ball to the people that need to have the ball. There are yards inside if you want to run the ball. There's nothing wrong with that. There are yards inside to hand off, but there are miles outside. So you need to get the ball on the perimeter to your best athletes, and this is a great way to do that. A very simple way to do it. It's an extremely high completion rate, and it's not a dangerous throw at all for your quarterback. If something goes wrong, the blockers fall down or defenders just jump the screen, whatever it may be, he can easily throw the ball away, and that's your escape plan for this. All right, coaches, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching the comments or the content that I have. Make your comments down below. Bang that bell for notifications. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the video channel. Check out other ways that you can view content through Patreon, Substack, or Facebook. Appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, magnify your blessings each and every day.